Hey guys, Emily V here again. Today I wanted to talk about some selfies and start with generally about selfies. There's a lot of people who kind of frown upon selfie culture, so to say. That is, people who take a lot of selfies, post a lot of selfies, are even maybe addicted to taking selfies. And people think that it's very self-absorbed, it's very narcissistic, it's just a negative thing, and they want to kind of shun those who are taking too many selfies, kind of saying that, oh, you're a shallow person for doing that, or all you care about is yourself, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the general news view on selfies. But I want to take it to a more specific thing in regards to trans people. I've been seeing articles lately talking about, do selfies help trans people? Are they a bad thing? Do trans people take too many selfies? And this is a subject I was very interested in because I am pretty much a self-described selfie whore in that I take many, many selfies, and I do it for a very specific reason. And so when I saw these kind of articles, I was thinking, well, selfies have been really important to me, from when I started transitioning and even to now, because when you're changing such a big thing about yourself, which is, I mean, who you are, you're changing everything, literally. Your appearance, your voice, you're absolutely everything. You're a new person practically. When you're doing this, you often have kind of a bad view of yourself because you keep seeing the elements of the old you that you feel like you're never going to be able to change, or even if you have changed it, you see those remnants of the things you've been trying to get rid of, and it's never good enough. You feel like you're never good enough, and it's very easy to have a low self-esteem when you're in that kind of a situation, and a low self-worth, and you just don't think that anyone could possibly see you as anything but a sum of all the flaws that you see in yourself. So, I mean, that's why selfies are such a good thing, at least to me. And I think many other trans people benefit a lot from being able to take a lot of selfies as well, because you quickly realize, or maybe even slowly realize, for me it was a very long process to actually realize this, but the flaws that you see in yourself, they're never the flaws that other people see in you. I don't mean that people will see you as perfect, but the little things that you get paranoid about, or you think that, oh, everyone's going to notice this, it's going to be so bad, how can I even leave the house because all they're going to see is this. Chances are, even if someone was closely looking at you and examining you, they're not going to see these things that you're so paranoid about. And taking selfies help you to realize this, because you take progress shots of yourself as you're making improvements, as you're transitioning, as you're making these achievements, and you get this positive feedback that's also realistic feedback. If you have true friends and you have good people around you, they're going to tell you whether something's good or something's bad. They're going to be honest with you. And if you have something that you should improve on, they're probably going to point it out. So being able to constantly have this stream of photos showing your progress allows you to get constructive feedback before you put yourself into a situation where you might be in danger, or you might be harassed, or in some other kind of unpleasant situation because of something that you weren't aware about, that maybe you weren't thinking about, that you could have easily fixed. So there's that element to it, but additionally, you'll see that the things you were paranoid about aren't issues. And that's what I learned. I don't want to talk about the specific things that bothered me, but because I still don't really like to think about them. But through the months, through the comments I've gotten, through the feedback, I've learned that those things aren't issues. It's never as big of a deal as you think it is. And being able to post selfies gave me my self-confidence. It gave me my self-esteem when it had reached an all-time low. I didn't think that I could think any lower about myself, but I don't know what to say. Basically, over time, people, everyone, like friends, even just even just acquaintances, people I met in a game or whatever, if they follow me on Facebook, then they've all contributed to building me up piece by piece and kind of putting me in a place where I can be mostly happy with myself. Um, I still get upset over things about how I look, or they still stress me out, but at least now, most of the time, I can look at myself and see something that I like instead of seeing something that disgusts me or something that depresses me. So, I know this was kind of a long rant, but I kind of wanted to give a personal view of why I think selfies, for trans people at least, are beneficial and a very important tool to take advantage of. And that's not even getting into the whole issue of using it as a timeline, being able to track your progress bit by bit. That's a good thing too. Um, I mean, I think selfies are good, and not just for trans people. I've never been one to say, oh, you post too many selfies, or you must be a self-absorbed person because you're always posting selfies. I don't get it. I mean, I want to see pictures of the people I care about. I want to see the interesting things they get up to. I want to see, oh, did you get a new haircut? Did you dye your hair? Or did you try something new with your eyeliner? Like, I care about my friends, and I want to see these things and going. I want to keep up with them. So I've never understood why it's a problem. So that's my view, guys. Hopefully some of you out there agree with me on that, or can at least see my point of view on it.